All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hot minute, had a lot of stuff going on, and really no excuses to speak of, just been really tied up with stuff going on with life. So hadn't really had a lot of chance to video. As some of you have seen, if you are subscribed, good time for you to subscribe if you're not. I have been trying to upload some shorts, just something a little different, just short clips of, you know, memorable passes throughout the year, however you want to say it. And tried to include information from each one as well. That way it's just little, you know, anywhere from 30-second to a minute long clips. But anyways, feel free to check those out. And that's what's been going on in the meantime. As far as around the shop, you can kind of see, looking around, that things have kind of been rearranged yet again. Anyways, the main thing is, as you can see behind me, we've got a 4-post lift here. So what we've got is, this is a 12,000 pound rotary 4-post lift. Obviously picked it up secondhand. So the lift does need a few things. The first thing is these little guides here. And they actually go, as you can see on the inside of this track where your latches are. You see I took this one off. You can see the kind of like the holes are pulled out on a couple of them. And I actually had one that was pulled all the way out. Then I had, I think it was 2 or 3 of them were actually missing. So got some of those on order, waiting on them to come in. A bunch of the pulleys were seized up, so I had to free that stuff up. And also we're missing the air valve for the actuator, I guess you would say, for the latches. So we got to get all that squared away. But it's a, like I said, a rotary 4-post lift. We got it secondhand at a pretty good deal. So it's just a matter of getting it, you know, finished, put together, and getting it operational. But that's been where some of the time has been spent recently. Also, as far as Nathan's truck, not a whole lot of progress. It's a lot of just, you know, saving money, trying to get the motor build right, trans build right, things like that. I know a lot of you guys know how that is. As you can see, we set the core motor back in for now. Kind of just trying to eyeball the turbo. And if you look through all the junk, all the way over there, you'll see the big boy turbo that's going on here. But anyways, this truck will be getting compounds, so we set the motor in so we can kind of eyeball things, and probably going to start building the piping kit for it soon. That way, once the motor's done, we're not waiting on a piping kit. We can go ahead and fab everything up now and then just bolt it on when the time comes. We do have a new trans for the truck here, of course, with the Santjer solid input and all the bells and whistles. So the trans going in this one is going to be essentially the same as what's in the dad bod over there. Same valve body, same input shaft. I mean, everything's basically the same. And then also, as you can tell with the lift being in here, the junkyard box is out, and it is actually, and as you can see, the junkyard box is loaded up on a trailer over there. So we have been slacking on videos with that, but the car is running. Everything seems to be good to go. Just needs to be dialed in, get all the timing and fueling and all that gas motor stuff that's above my pay grade straight. So it's loaded up. Calvin's gonna take it out of here in the next week or so and get everything tuned up on it, and it'll be ready for track days here whenever the track opens up. And then we'll be moving to the next project with him, which I'm really excited about. Other than junkyard box, other than Nathan's truck, we had some clips, I think, of AJ's truck in here, and currently, as you see, it's outside now. The truck is running and driving. It's got a 2nd gen swap on it now, and we'll kind of go over all the details on that in the future. Let him kind of tell you what they've done, as I hadn't really been a big part of this one. But we'll go over all the details on that soon. Then, as you can see, we've got another project here that will be coming up in videos, as well as this one. But anyways, all of those projects are kind of things that are going on. I hadn't really given any updates lately because we've just been busy with life stuff, hadn't had a lot of time in the shop. But anyways, on to the topic of today, other than just shop updates, is the most recent project. anyways, as you can see behind me, this is the next project we're going to be working on. This is kind of going to be done in stages. So I'm going to kind of get it torn apart soon, and then it's probably going to sit for just a little while before we put it back together. There's a lot of stuff going into this one pretty much all at one time. So as I showed the other trucks earlier, what's most likely going to happen, I believe we're going to pull this truck in, get it torn apart. Then while we're waiting on parts for it, we're going to get the other truck in and start taking it apart and try to get it done before we get back on this one. But anyways, this is a good buddy's truck that has really looked out for Nathan and myself in years past. I'm not going to throw his name out yet because I don't know if anybody even knows he's got the truck. I don't know if he wants information out there. So anyways, good buddy to Nathan and myself. Really looked out for us. So to look out for him, he's really busy, doesn't have time to mess with his stuff. And so we're going to try to get this truck wrapped up for him, get it running and driving good for him before race season. Probably going to end up being a 670 truck, very similar to the build on mine and how Nathan's was, with the exception of the fact that he's not going to be living on a prayer with stock bottom end. This is a truck he just recently bought. It's got a really bad rod knock. So this motor is coming out, trans is coming out, going up to Tim, getting built. And there's a D&J motor that's going to be going in this truck. And for now, running a single 76. So like I said, very similar to setup on mine, except this is on a T4. And eventually going to step up to a big boy T6. But anyways, for now, what we're doing today, pull the truck around the shop. I'm going to wash it off a little bit. I've got a buddy that's going to come try to look at it, see what he can do with the paint on it. And we're going to get it cleaned up and then try to get it unloaded, put in the shop so we can start working on this thing.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.
All right, guys, so that's going to pretty much be a wrap for tonight. I know there really wasn't a whole lot of talking. We were just kind of working steady. Nathan got off a little bit late and had family stuff going on with Christmas time and all. So we're kind of late getting out in the shop tonight. But as you can see behind me back there, we did get the trans out. The converter in it's black. I don't know if it's a go-in converter or a BD converter. It has BD pan on it. So I don't know if it's a BD trans or... I don't know. Apparently it's had some stuff done to it, but kind of got our butts kicked a little bit. There was a Loctite on a lot of stuff that normally doesn't have Loctite on it. And then also some stuff being rusted and seized up, and kind of just took a little longer than we were expecting. But as you can see, the motor is ready to come out. We did leave the engine dressed. So the wiring harness, all the hoses, everything is still hooked to the motor for the most part. And we're just going to take it all out, and the new motor is going to be dressed and everything before we put it all back in, I believe. I figured it'd be a little bit easier that way. And then also, as I said, trans is here on the ground, and it does have a BD pan, and like I said, a black converter there. I don't know whose it is, but anyways, this had something done to it at some point. But like I said, anyways, that's pretty much it for tonight. I don't know exactly when the next time is I'm going to get out in the shop and be working on this stuff. I believe Nathan's gonna come by tomorrow night and finish pulling the motor out. Unfortunately, I'll be at work tomorrow night, so there goes that. So probably won't get any footage of that, but the truck is gonna get rolled out after the engine is pulled, and it's gonna sit outside for a little bit while we work on some other projects and wait on parts to come in for this one. But we will be getting back to this one. It's got a new heart going in it, new motor, new trans, new everything. It's gonna be a whole new truck when it's done. So anyways, you guys stay tuned. Thanks for sticking around, as I know it's been a while since been on the channel. And we'll try to have some more content coming up for you guys soon. So anyways, thank y'all for watching, and see you next time.